It's April 15th, 1939, and the NNJAL season gets underway with 2 games today. The headlines blare the news that President Roosevelt has made a direct plea to Hitler and Mussolini for peace. But on the baseball fields of northern New Jersey, the faithful have their eyes on league favorite Englewood taking on Leonia and Teaneck squaring off in its first NNJAL matchup against Rutherford. Englewood sent ace Steve Bienkowski, last year's all-county pitcher from the 1938 league championship squad, to face a Leonia squad which is not expected to challenge the top teams in the league this year. Coach Jim Kirkland's Englewood 9 is considered the most balanced in the league and is the preseason favorite to repeat last year's success. Englewood also returns Ray Steinbacher, an all-state center fielder from last year and the consensus best all-around player in the league. In addition to Bienkowski, they have a second hurler in Bob Luskin, who should also be among the league's best. True to form, the Maroon have little trouble with Coach Herb Turkington's Leonia team and breeze to a 6-0 victory behind a complete Game 6 hitter with 8 strikeouts from Bienkowski and 3 for 5 at the dish from Steinbacher, who covered center field like a blanket. The other tilt that day pits newcomer Teaneck against Rutherford. Although these are 2 teams of which little is expected, prognosticators at the Bergen Record who cover the league predict that Rutherford's heavy-hitting ball club should trounce Teaneck. Coach Hovey of Rutherford has a team without any defensive holes, and every player is a threat at the plate. The team's chances, however, will depend greatly on starting pitcher Walt Schneider, who looked strong in an Eskimo Circuit showdown with Lyndhurst last week. Given that backdrop, fans that day found it surprising when the Highwaymen came out of the gate with a bang and stoked starter Big Jim Sloan to a 10-0 lead after 3 innings. Sloan faltered in the 4th and was touched up for 4 runs, but settled in to hold down the Bulldogs until being relieved by Warren Sheets in the 8th. Sheets had a rough 9th inning, giving up 4 runs in the frame, but Teaneck totaled 14 hits and benefited from 6 Rutherford errors and held on for a satisfying 14-9 win in their league debut. All the anticipation this season, however, centers around arch-rival Hackensack. Their team of newcomers were beyond impressive in a tune-up game against Ramsey. Danny Dawson threw 4 scoreless innings. Diz Chisbani struck out the side in the 5th, and Frank Zerla allowed 1 hit in the final 2 innings on the way to a 5-0 victory. If their pitching holds up and Dawson performs as advertised, the Comets could displace Englewood this year as league champs.